all the video. If you think you want to focus on the inverse metric, you just view many times the inverse metric, or you can download the video, put into your iPad or Galaxy Tab ke, smartphone semua boleh. You can view, or if you have an iPod pun boleh, iPod, MP4 kan, MP3, you can view actually. Okay, next, let's look at another example. Find the equation. This type of question normally come out in the exam tau. Banyak kali keluar exam. Find the equation of a line that passes through this point. They bagi one coordinate, and then they give you one equation. Tapi the condition given is what? It says what? Parallel. So parallel means what? Use back the gradient. The gradient must be same. Right? So what we do is, we already have one coordinate. We need to find the gradient of this line. Because parallel means you can use the gradient. The gradient for two lines are same. Kalau parallel. Right? So we start with this equation first. Like just now, find the gradient. Right? So what we do, we start with 5x minus y equals 0. Move negative y to the right. So we have y equals to 5x or y equals to 5x. Change side. So from here, compare with y equals to mx plus c. Then m equals to what? 5. So we use this gradient because the condition is parallel. So use back this value of m. Now with one coordinate and one gradient, we can find the equation by using one formula. This is the formula. This is the formula to find the equation if given one coordinate and one gradient. So the formula is y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1, where this x1, y1 is this coordinate. This is this x1, y1. Understand? The m, you get it from this now. M equals to 5. Because parallel, you can use back the m. So now you substitute y1 with 10. So get y minus 10. Understand? Equals m. What is m? M is 5. So substitute m with y. Then x minus x1. What is x1? Negative 2 then. So x minus negative 2. Minus minus will give you plus 2. Plus 2, right? So from here, 5 times x, you get 5x. 5 times 2, 10. Shift the negative 10 to the right. Negative 10 become positive 10. Positive 10 here, you got 10. 10 plus 10, you get 20. Understand? Right? Okay. Let's look at another example. Now it says what? Perpendicular. Again, we are given a coordinate here, 1, 2, but we are given perpendicular as the condition. So for perpendicular, you have to find the gradient of this line, which is m1. Then the new line that you have to find is m2. Then for condition which is perpendicular, m1 times m2 equals to -1. So that's the condition. Right? So what you need to do is start with this line, find what is the value of m1, the gradient first. So x plus 5y equals to 2. Shift the x to the right, you have 5y equals to 2 minus x or negative x plus 2. And then move the 5 over the other side, you have negative x over 5 or negative 1 over 5x. Then this 5 bring over here, you get 2 over 5. So when you compare with y equals to mx plus c, and so what is m?
Negative 1 over 5.
So m will be negative 1 over 5. Okay, let's say the gradient for this line is m1. Okay, so this is the line given, the gradient is m1. Then if this is m1, then the gradient of the second line, which is perpendicular, is what? Negative 1 over 5 times what? We get negative 1. Just m1 times m2 equals to negative 1. So how do you get the second gradient? So to find the second gradient, right? Second gradient, what you do is normally, if this is negative, this one must be positive. If this is 1/5, this one is 5/1. Balik. That's the simplest way. So you need to check the answer. You need to check betul tak M1 times M2 equals -1. So you take 5 times -1/5. Is it -1? Yes or no? Yes. Important, you must check. So when you multiply these two gradient, the gradient must be -1. Correct? So now we have found the gradient of the second line. We are given the coordinate. In order to find the equation, you use back the formula just now, which is y minus y1 equals to x minus x1. Correct? So use this formula. So substitute y1 with what? 2. Substitute here. M substitute with 5. This one 5. X1 you substitute with what? 1. So you ganti here 1. Then expand the right hand side. So y minus 2 copy again. 5 times x, 5x, 5 times -1, -5. Then shift the -2 to the right. You get y equals to 5x. So -5 plus 2 and -2 become plus 2 here. So -5 plus 2 you get what? -3. Correct? So this is the equation. So normally this type of question will come out in part A. Your final exam got 3 parts now. Part A, there are 5